A movie all about fast cars, bad wrecks, heartbreaks, and good-looking men is something a girl like me likes to watch. I've grown up knowing all about NASCAR and love going to the races. Racing is something that will always get my attention, so the movie 3 is, of course, one of my favorite movies. Dale Earnhardt was always my dad's favorite driver, and I grew up knowing he'd be my favorite driver also. The movie 3 was released in 2004 by ESPN, where Barry Pepper takes on the major role of portraying legendary race car driver Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt is seen as one of the most famous race car drivers of all time, who raced for many years and died doing what he loved, which is the only way he would have wanted to go. The movie 3 is a biography about Dale Earnhardt's life. The movie views Earnhardt's life as when he was a child, an adult, and even his death. It shows Earnhardt's hardships, accomplishments, struggles, love, family, and of course racing. The movie starts by showing Ralph Earnhardt, who was Dale's father. Ralph raced for a living while also working at the cotton mill. Ralph loved to race and taught Dale everything he needed to know about racing. Ralph knew the only way to get out of their hometown, Kannapolis, North Carolina, it would be by continuing your schooling. If not, then you would be stuck working at the mill for less money than needed to raise a family. Dale quit high school because he wanted to race like his father. That hurt Ralph badly because he wanted more for his son than he had for himself. The movie did a great job of displaying how much this hurt Ralph. Ralph then died of a heart attack when Dale was 22 years old, which only gave Dale more motivation to continue with racing in the movie. Ralph was not happy that Dale quit school because he didn't want him working in the mill for the rest of his life, which is what Dale had to do for at least a little while. After Dale dropped out of high school, he spent his time working on his car, racing, and working at the mill. When he was 17, he got married to his first wife, Latane Brown, and they had their first boy named Kerry. In the movie, this was a hard time for Dale because he didn't have enough money to support Latane and Kerry. Latane and Kerry left Dale for him to race and work at the mill by himself. In the movie, she leaves a note on a napkin that says, "You've got racing." As the years passed of Dale working and racing, he married Brenda Gee. Dale and Brenda had their daughter Kelly and their son Ralph Dale Earnhardt Jr. After Dale Jr. was born, Brenda and Dale got a divorce. Dale also lost his great NASCAR racing friend Neil Bonnet. The movie shows how losing a great friend like Neil was very hard for Dale. Besides all the struggles he was having with his families and work, it was this time in his adult life where he started to rise in NASCAR. He was asked to race in the Winston Cup and finished 22nd in his first race. He drove the number 15 Wrangler Chevrolet race car. He was starting to get his dreams of racing for a living underway when he met his third wife, Teresa. Teresa stayed by Dale throughout all of his complicated mess of racing, even though it did become very hard for her. Teresa was still married to Dale the day he died. Dale's son, Dale Jr., was also becoming a NASCAR driver too. The movie does a great job of showing the son and father racing together. Dale died during the Daytona 500 in the final lap on February 18, 2001. If you wouldn't know anything about how Dale died, then you might not understand this part of the movie. In the movie, they just show flashes of the accident. At the end of the movie, there is some sentimental text that involve Dale's family, friends, and fans. Dale's death really impacted the NASCAR society. At the end of the movie, there are pictures of him as a child with his father, and as he grew up, and pictures of memorials that were set up for him. Dale Earnhardt will forever be remembered in the NASCAR world for who he was, how he raced, and how he loved. Movie 3 did a great job of capturing these moments and memories in his life. The movie shows Dale Earnhardt's life as a child, an adult, and even his death. It is a very powerful movie because it made me appreciate what I have. This movie is a great movie if you love racing like me. I would strongly recommend watching it because it will change your thoughts on a lot of things. Dale Earnhardt was a great race car driver in person, and this movie does a great job of showing it.